Who has experienced a time where they were so sick with a very high fever, a runny nose, and an annoying sore throat, and were stuck in bed for a time that felt like eternity? 1 year ago, my father decided to opt out in getting his annual flu shot. My mother, a nurse for over 15 years, begged him to comply with her to getting his flu shot. However, after multiple arguments to no avail, he didn't, and he was stuck in bed for a week and a half for my mother to nurse him back to health, all because he had beliefs that by getting your flu shot, you can still get sick. Who has gone to the doctor's office and gotten their flu shot, and who remembers they didn't and gotten very, very sick? Everyone who is permitted by their doctor should get their flu shot. Today, I will inform you about the flu vaccinations, the benefits to receiving your flu vaccine, and to debunk myths associated to the flu shot. I will begin by providing a brief history of the creation of the multiple vaccines. The flu, also called influenza, is a highly contagious respiratory illness caused by a group of influenza viruses. According to the CDC, every year 20% of the U.S. population gets sick with the flu. In the 1930s, influenza viruses were isolated from people, proving that it is caused by a virus, not a bacteria. It was until 1945 where vaccinations were licensed for use in civilians. During the seasonal flu epidemic in 1947, scientists investigators determined the changes in the antigenic components of the virus. As a result, there are multiple types of vaccinations that arose in response to the different influenza viruses found. There is a well-known flu shot, the trivalent vaccine that targets 3 strains of flu vaccine viruses, the quadrivalent vaccine that targets 4 strains, a high-dose flu vaccine, a cell-based flu vaccine, nasal spray vaccine, vaccination by jet injector, and a recombinant flu vaccine. Next, I will discuss the benefits to receiving your yearly flu vaccine. As of today, the flu vaccination is available under Medicare and Medi-Cal since 1990s. Flu vaccination can reduce the risk of flu-associated hospitalizations for children, working-age adults, and older adults. Flu vaccine prevents tens of thousands of hospitalizations each year. For example, during 2018 through 2019, flu vaccinations prevented an estimated 58,000 flu-related hospitalizations. In addition, the CDC also released a 2018 study explaining that in 2012 and 2015, flu vaccinations among adults reduced the risk of being admitted to an intensive care unit with the flu by 82%. The flu vaccination also helps protect women during pregnancy and after. Multiple studies prove that in addition in helping to protect pregnant women, a flu vaccine given during pregnancy helps protect the baby from flu for several months after birth, when he or she is not old enough to receive it herself or himself. You also are not only protecting yourself, but you are protecting the people around you. Currently, the world is faced by COVID-19. As a result, we are told to keep our 6 feet distance apart and wear face coverings. These precautions are to keep ourselves safe, but also protect the many people who are vulnerable. These people include those who are immunocompromised. Thus, keeping a safe distance and wearing a face covering is equivalent in getting your flu shot. By getting your flu shot, you prevent the more vulnerable to serious flu illnesses, like babies and young children, older people, and people with certain chronic health conditions. Only about half Americans get an annual flu vaccine. Therefore, the flu continues to cause millions of illnesses, hundreds of thousands of hospitalizations, and tens of thousands of deaths. Lastly, I will discuss the common misconceptions to getting your flu shot. Through the data and information provided by the CDC and the Department of Public Health, a large number of Americans opt out to getting their flu shot. This can be connected to the countless myths and misinformation given by friends and family. The reason why my father decided not to get his flu shot was because he he believed you can catch the flu through the flu vaccination. However, this is not the case. The CDC explained the flu shot is made from an inactivated virus that can't transmit infection. Therefore, if people who get sick after receiving the vaccination, they have already been pre-exposed to a virus. It takes a week to 2 weeks to get protection from the vaccine against the flu. Although people connect having symptoms of the flu and being sick is caused by getting their flu shot. A common question asked by people about the flu shot is, do I really need a flu vaccine every year? The CDC states that you do need a flu shot every year because, for one, the influenza is always changing, as well as everyone 6 months of age and older, with rare exceptions, must get their vaccination because a person's immune protection from vaccination declines over time. So an annual vaccination is needed to get the maximum protection. A more recent question asked by individuals and a new misconception is, does a flu vaccination cause your risk in getting COVID-19? A recent report in January 2020 reported that there is an association between flu vaccinations and risk of 4 commonly circulating seasonal coronaviruses. However, this report only misinformed and was later found incorrect. The study also encouraged Canada to create their own data within their own population to establish a new study connecting the flu and coronavirus. They found that flu vaccinations did not increase risk for these seasonal coronaviruses. The Canadians' findings only highlighted the protective benefits of flu vaccines. Today, I have listed the many flu vaccinations provided to all Americans, the multiple benefits to getting your vaccine, and debunked common myths associated with the flu shot. In today's health climate, the whole world has been struck by the difficulties and concerns of COVID-19. In addition, we are now entering the flu season. Thus, due to the data displaying American unwillingness to get their flu shot, we can expect hospitals and medical services to be bombarded by patients misinterpreting their flu symptoms for coronavirus. Therefore, people who refuse their vaccination will only prevent patients in more dire and critical need from getting their help. I encourage everyone to use the knowledge provided today to schedule their flu shot, but also correctly inform and promote the flu vaccine. Thank you.